Welcome back, boys and girls. Episode 87, your Hump Day podcast, 8-bit Bourbon. The alcohol's still not flowing for Adam, which is really weird. I have a beer.
I'm on almost a month.
Yeah. When is it? Is this weekend? Is that the
14th? So next Friday.
Jesus.
Yeah. Pretty good. I feel good. You should take a break every once in a while.
What am I, a woman?
I know, right? I'm kind of a poser for hosting a video game drinking podcast, but I haven't drank in a month.
It's very odd. I'll tell you what, though, you're a lot sharper on the podcast. If you noticed that?
No. I don't believe it either.
I had something else to say about that. Oh, is it 1 month? Is that the 14th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
14th or 15th, whatever.
I did the opposite of that this week. I got pretty much hammered all week because it was my 30th birthday week.
Fucking old.
I know. God. That's really... I think we should start this over and just not mention that.
No, I think we should leave it in. I'll reference it the whole time.
Perfect. At least I'm the youngest of our friend group. That gives me a lot of calm in the storm.
You're the baby.
Jay's going to be 31 a week.
Yeah, I still got a few months.
Or 2 weeks, something like that.
Jay's old.
So it's been a good week for a lot of stuff. A lot for gaming, for...
life.
Drinking, for me. Let's see. So... For my birthday, did some stuff with the family, went out here locally, then I went to New York to see our friend Nick. We got absolutely shit-canned on Saturday night more than Friday night. Went to get dinner with Ben on Friday night. And I made Nick get EA access, got him NHL 15, and then 16, well, just with the free one, then 16, the beta for the EA Sports Hockey League, which we'll get to in a second. And then at 2 in the morning, I downloaded Mortal Kombat X, which he told me to do. So got to play that. It was great because I was playing shitty people. On your
account or his?
His account.
He bought it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I don't think you're ever going to play this. And he was like, just get it.
He'll never play it.
But it was great because I got to play really shitty people. I literally don't think I lost once.
Nice.
Like 20-something games.
I was seeing Nick get achievements popping up. So
yeah, that was good times. Nick might join us in the EA Sports Hockey League. I feel like we should probably start there since we kind of brought that up. We've been playing EA Sports Hockey League.
Yeah, and
which, if you guys don't know, last year's didn't have it, which was the biggest abomination of all time.
We kind of revolted against it.
We didn't buy it. Yeah. And what EA Sports Hockey League is it's basically the online mode where you create a player, you are only that player, and you play games with a team of friends, and you also play like playoff games, which is why it's so fun.
It's one of the best modes like in a video game.
It is, and the playoff games are so much fun because they used to be once a week, now I think they're twice a week, but still I think it's double elimination. You have to win 4 games in a row to win a cup. But the point is that it's so intense because you can't lose. Like normally when you play, like you want to win, but like if shit goes bad, you're just like, fuck it. But like you're like squeezing the control tight because it feels like it means something.
I'm getting the impression that they're kind of going the FIFA route. Like you have to qualify to get into the playoffs this year because they have like the Division 9.
I did see that. Yeah.
Playoff timer counting, so you have to get into that division.
Yeah, I just hope they didn't fuck it up. I don't really care. If you have to qualify, that's fine. But like, I hope that there's nights where like you have to win. That's what it's fun.
There's a couple things that I'm nervous about, but
oh yeah, I gotta tell you, the class system, if it's exactly the way it is. So back in the day, you could upgrade all your stats. You could decide,
it's almost like an RPG.
Yeah, you could pick a player type that would give you kind of like limits to certain stats, but you could max out like many things. So your guy could be really fast. Like it was a really fast-paced game because of that. What they've done in this is they've put in a class system where like you pick playmaker or sniper or defensive defenseman or whatever, and that's it. You don't get to customize it at all. And so I don't think any of us like it, but there's and if they don't put something in with like, let's say, equipment to like spice it up and like let you kind of customize your own guy, this will be a game that I play and I buy for sure, but it won't be a game that I played like I did in the last one.
Well, the thing is, like, there was the class system before, but you could adjust that class.
Which like, heavily adjusted.
Like, say, like, you wanted a fast guy and you used like a sniper. A sniper had like, maybe we'll say like 90 total speed. You couldn't go over that. This one is just like the basic thing.
Yeah, like I was saying, like it put like caps on certain stats, but like you could still max out like most.
I was telling Chad last night, like I don't get 2 reasons I don't get it. Because there were microtransactions a part of it before.
Right.
You could pay.
It's funny that you say that because that was literally the first thing I thought too. I was like, how are they going to rape us for money?
Well, maybe equipment if they do that.
True.
But you could pay like $30 or $6 and buy a specific class with max, or not max stats, but like
decent
a boost.
Stats,
they call them like boost packs. You buy boost packs, and so I figured there's no way they're gonna throw that out.
Yeah.
But Chad said like he heard that people were bitching that the game was unfair.
Yeah,
because
but
people were paying the win, paying the win. But I was like, no, you weren't, because everybody can just play and you level up.
Yeah,
like,
I actually thought it was super fair the way they did it.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't want to pay, I didn't pay a dime for 13, whatever the first one I played was, 12 or 13, and it took me a few weeks, but I eventually got up to like almost as high as you guys.
Yeah,
the next one I bought because I was an idiot, but the point is and like you said too, you could buy stats, but they also had those boosters, and what the boosters did is like $5, and it made your guy like totally like playable.
Yeah,
and then from there, it's not that hard to get more stats.
The boosters were almost like the way the game is now. Like it just you could buy a sniper class and it
give you like an overall of like 75. So
and
like
you couldn't really change those stats unless you like leveled up.
Mm-hmm. And the other argument to that is, okay, you could pay to win. Well, if they put in this new system and you can't pay to win, well, then why didn't they just do the old system without the microtransactions? It's still a better system. You know what I mean?
I don't get it, because I was thinking like another thing is like in real hockey, all the players aren't exactly alike. Like one sniper, he might be slower than another sniper. He's better at one thing than another player. So why make every single player exactly the same?
Yeah, and it's annoying because like one of the most fun parts about that game was they probably needed to simplify it a little bit, because it was overwhelming how many stats there were, and some of them were basically useless. Fighting was totally useless, but like they definitely needed to simplify that system a little bit. But the point is, like, why can't I make a big bruising center that is slow but is a really good passer and good at shielding? Or why can't I make a lightning fast center that can score but sucks at like those guys exist? You know what I mean? And that was some of the funnest part about it, is we could be like, you know what, let's mix up our team. Why don't we have like a big, attacking, forechecking winger, and then one that's, really fast, and it made people, it was cool because it was like had strategy. So when you played someone, you'd be like, oh shit, that guy's fast as shit, we need to watch him. And now it's just like everyone seems, even when you pick different classes, everybody feels the same.
Yeah.
And it's the last thing I wanted to say there, it feels like an overall 75 instead of like an overall 85, 90. In other words, everyone is slow as shit. Like it just feels like molasses, and the game moves really smooth. I remember I was telling that, but like you're not, like, your guys just aren't fast, and it kind of feels like when Smash Brothers Melee went to the Wii version, and it just slowed the whole game down. It takes away a lot of the skill.
Well, that was the thing. Like, the point was to play and become better, and now they're like you're playing and everybody's on the same playing field.
Yeah, and it's like the movement's so slow that it's so hard to like fake someone out or
and your guys
hitting
aren't
passes
particularly
through
better
the
than
lane.
the computer.
Right, the computer's like, and it's great that the computers aren't just totally dog shit so that you could, but like at the same time they are a little too good about like stopping passes, stuff like that, So we don't know if this is what it's going to look like in the final version, but color me disappointed so far.
Which sucks, because
everything else I love.
Yeah, they fucked us last year, and now they're taking away one of the features that we really liked.
No. And it looks great. Another thing that I can't stand. So I want to be a playmaker because I want to be able to pass. But to be a playmaker, I have to be weak, which I'm fine with. Yeah. But I have to be a shitty defender, so like I can't poke check. Like one of my favorite things to do is I would go face off, passing, poke check. Those are my 3 stats that I put like tons of stats into, and now I just can't do it.
Well, with my defender, I used, because me and Chad play D, I used to go big, fast, tough, poke check, passing, and hand-eye coordination. I can't do anything. The guy I'm using the defenseman class, and his passing is like non-existent. Yeah, it's like everybody can pass in the NHL. If you're a professional player, you can make a pass. Like I can't. Like I scored an own goal yesterday because I was trying to pass around the boards and he just threw it the wrong direction.
Are you sure that wasn't just
I was player error? I was holding at the wall and I just like charged my pass. That was fucking
hilarious. First, there was no one anywhere near our goal.
Nope, it was bullshit.
It went right side pocket.
Me and Chad were playing good defense last night.
I don't even remember. I was drunk.
We didn't really let in a lot of goals when we were on the ice.
Yeah,
we were good penalties.
Yeah, I think most of our games were like in the 3-2 range.
Yeah, which is okay for us just starting, but I don't know. They need to fix that for me to really. I mean, I'm gonna play it if everybody else plays it, but I'm not as excited as I was.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
But it is fun. I mean, if you guys have a team out there, there's only like, what, 5 days left in this thing? Ends 8,
I don't know.
4 days? We're Team Full House. You can try to find us and play us, or if you want to play us, I'm sure we can figure out something if you have a team.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who's going to play, because if Jay actually gets an Xbox, and then if Nick wants to play, which I've said before, I'm totally fine with having too many players.
Yeah, it's better.
I have no problem sitting out a game and boozing. I wish every game, I think I've probably mentioned this on the podcast before, had spectator mode, though. Like, it would be so much more fun.
Or why can't you have
or
people on
subs.
the fucking bench?
Yeah, that'd be really sweet. Especially because it seemed, I don't know if this is an error,
The endurance
but it seemed
thing?
like the endurance was going to like 5%. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck else are we supposed to do? Like, we can't take a...
And you can't adjust your endurance like we used to be able to.
Right, and you can't take a sub, so it's like, what are we supposed to do? Which makes me think that having someone be a fighter actually might...
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that they're going to get rid of, though. You can't have both teams' endurance going down to 5%. That makes fighting way too important.
I thought there was a way in 14 to sub yourself out.
I think you could, but again, I think that might have even been an error too, because it's like,
Yeah, like you had to go to the bench and like
who
wait
wants
there
to play a
or something.
game where it's like, yeah, let me just sit on the bench for 2 minutes, guys, and watch a shitty computer play. Like, I don't know. Just make I mean, your endurance should go down.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it shouldn't go down to 5. It was rating our endurance like we were playing 4 lines. That was the problem. Instead of the old games used to adjust it such that you only have 1 line, so it's going to go down, then it's going to go up when there's a period end, whatever. But whatever. Maybe that's why the game felt like molasses too.
Yeah, it needs. I found myself a lot of times, like when I was playing offense, just like not sprinting all the way back if I was close enough to the play, because I don't want to be dead tired.
Yeah.
But hopefully they make some adjustments, and hopefully it's just wasn't just like a network test.
Oh, but that's the thing. It's totally a network test.
Yeah.
The term beta is bullshit, because it's really an online infrastructure test. They're not making any gameplay adjustments between now and then. I mean, they could make let me change that. They could make a gameplay adjustment where, like, let's say they could make they could tweak like the endurance or something, but they're not going to make any major changes between now and September. Like, they're going to have to start printing the game in 2 weeks.
That's why the Halo 5 beta was so well done, because every week they were changing up, they were adding new weapons, new levels, trying things out.
Well, also, the Halo beta is a true beta because it came out a year before the game. So, like, they can actually go back now and say, these 3 guns suck, let's replace them. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but the point is there's time to actually make changes, where, like, when you have a beta a month before the game comes out, it's really just a way of selling EA access and testing the network. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, by the way. They should, because it's really important to test the network, so that, you don't have FIFA over or in Battlefield 4 and all that shit.
My hope is that the EA like penny counters or whatever, they realize they can make money by selling stats, and I hope they do, or at least find a better way to do it, because it's stupid to be playing with everybody's same character.
It is. Yeah, I don't understand, like, what people's problem. Like, I know some people say, like, people, like, found the stats to exploit. So first of all, I don't think that's true, because I saw plenty of people play, and I never saw someone that I was like, well, that's unfair. But the solution to that is not scrap the whole system. Yeah. It's fix the fucking stats that are exploitable. And that's why I do think they needed to decrease the amount of stats. Like, you didn't need hand-eye, and there was like another one that was like the same exact thing. Like, that was too confusing. But
I just really like the idea of like playing like 20 games and be like, well, I think I can do this to adjust my player to make them better. And that was a lot of fun.
And now you just have to completely change your whole thing. And like I said, like, I want passing to be my number one attribute, but it makes my guy suck it. Like, and like I said on Facebook chat, I'm like, the playmaker's the only one with 3 negatives. Shitty defender, weak, and bad defender.
I think the defenseman's pretty bad. His shooting's awful, his passing's awful, and there's probably something else.
Yeah, I can't remember what was poor shot accuracy. That was the other one.
I really like the idea of fine tuning a character to like fit the way you wanted to play, and I hope they.
Yeah, and I don't want this to come off as like, I hate change, because that's not the case at all. That being said, one company that's not very good at that is EA. It's like, just stick to what you did and make it better, because you scrapped the game last year.
Yeah, just take out the best part of the game and then just put back a weird.
It almost feels like it was just easier to do it this way. Yeah. Like, they can just give you like a cookie cutter guy and you know that it does. They don't have to like. This is what it feels like. They don't have to balance the gameplay. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to worry about like somebody getting something that's exploitable. So it's like they don't have to deal with it, which is is classic EA.
But the thing that they can do right now is since they have the divisions in there, as just don't let bad stat people play good stat people.
Yeah,
find a balance somewhere in there.
Yeah, right. I mean that's right. It's matchmaking. You know, and that doesn't that problem take care of itself because if you're playing with 65 overalls, which I think is like what used to be the base character, you're playing in fucking Division 10. So like, I don't understand why that's a big deal. You know, nobody like in Division 1 is fucking not played 200 games. Yeah. So what's the problem? You're gonna have all the stats if you play that many games.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Should we just talk the whole podcast about NHL?
I really could, but it's it's the game that we will play the most probably in the next year because I'm sure that I will like Halo 5 more, but not all of our friends play Halo 5, so I'm sure I'll play more NHL because you know what I mean. Like that's why I'm not gonna play Halo 5 by myself. So
it's just a lot of fun to get 5 people in there and goof around.
It's great.
And make plays and
it's great, man.
Like,
I mean,
I'm sad
so
I missed
intense.
that game that you guys had.
Yeah, we had a sick game. We were down 2-0 in the first period, and we came back and scored 2 goals in the third. And then sent it in overtime and scored.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Right off the bat, because that's usually where those games work.
In overtime?
Yeah.
I think it was a few minutes in. Pun found me in front of the goal and put it top left.
Nice.
I think Uncle Jesse had 2 goals that game.
Sweet.
I think he had the tire and the winner. I'm not positive, though, but I think so.
I had an own goal.
Isn't that bad that I can't remember that?
That
was the last game that I played last night. I don't remember.
I had 2 goals.
I know I had the winner.
I had 2 goals last night. A weird slap shot that hit like 30 people, ricocheted in, and then I had an own goal.
Well, there you go.
I'm off to a solid start at own goals.
Yeah, that's a what the hell's your character's name?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Kimmy Gibbler special.
She's known for game misconducts, penalty minutes, and own goals.
Yeah, it is frustrating having poor shot accuracy. Not because it's harder to score. Like I'm fine with that. But that it's hard for me to determine if I did the right thing or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I might have done the right thing and it was a shitty shot. So like as I'm trying to like improve scoring, sometimes I'm not like if I take a shot, I'm like I don't know, did it go where I wanted it to?
Back to the stat things. Like I'm not very good at the slap shot thing, like the whole motion and the accuracy thing. And Chad is, so Chad would be the slap shot guy,
right?
And I would
There's nothing wrong with making a defender that's a wrist shot.
I would dump my stuff in the wrist shot to like for accuracy to make something happen in the middle.
You could still shoot it on goal.
Yeah, I would put it like on goal and something. Yeah. We might get a lucky break. But now I have to do a slap shot that hits like the side wall.
I know it sucks.
It does.
I'm hoping that they give us some customization, and if people scream about it and they can microtransaction us to death, maybe they'll add it later. But whatever.
Yeah, fuck them.
It sucks, but they did improve the character creation a little bit. It's not perfect, but at least it's not the same exact one.
Last thing I'll say about this:
I can't find an Uncle Jesse with long hair though.
Why won't they let you fucking put your height? Everybody's the same fucking height unless you pick.
I think they might adjust it based on the class, which is so stupid. It is. Well, it's like, is that really a problem that someone picked a 5'5" guy that's super strong? Who gives a shit?
Like,
it's a video game.
I would consider Alexander Ovechkin a fucking sniper.
Yeah,
and he's not fucking 5'6".
Yeah, right.
He's like 6'3".
Right, and that's the thing. We're playing at EA Sports Hockey League.
He can knock down like any defender in the league if he wanted to. He's fucking huge.
What did I say? It was on Facebook chat or yesterday. It's like we don't want to play, the Schenectady club team. We want to play the superstars. Like that's the point. So it's like, there are people that are 6'4", 240 pounds that skate like the wind and can shoot like Kreider and fucking Ovechkin. And like I don't want to be an average hockey player. That's not fun. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want to play like Life Simulator where you go in and do spreadsheets at work. I want to play the superhero. That's
just the one thing I don't get about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's enough of that. Oh, Adam's birthday present to me was the what the hell's it called? Combat Pack.
Oh, that's what you bought?
Yeah.
More importantly, for Andy's 30th birthday, I got him a $30 gift card for Xbox.
That's true, yeah.
I had to stick with that good number.
That was good. So I bought the Combat Pack, even though I had already bought
Tremor,
but it's $5, whatever. Luckily, I didn't buy the pack, or it would have been a harder choice because that's like $8 or $9. But I'm actually kind of excited about that because I probably would have never played those players because I didn't care. But now that I have them, I'll probably learn at least one or two of them. I mean, I kind of know Goro. I feel like Goro's very simple, so I don't want to like put too much time into him.
I want to see you use Tanya and Predator.
I played with her for like just 5 minutes when I bought it. She doesn't have like the massive combos that I like to do, but dude, the one variation that I've used, the one with the, where she like jumps, does the handstand on the pogo stick. Yeah. Dude, her utility in that is ridiculous. Like she has a reach of,
it's
first of all, you could sit on it.
Is it bigger than, she can sit on it.
She can sit on it.
Is it bigger than Jin's?
Well, it's different. Yes, but she has to like do the like pause and then do it. Oh, okay. So but it's the biggest in the game. It's huge. But she could also do, if you hit A instead, she jumps down with her feet on the pole and it goes under you.
This is getting hot.
I don't know how hot that one was. But she'll jump down with her feet on the pole. It goes under you. So like that's a low hit. So you can do an overhead or a low or a mid out of that thing. And then also just being up there sitting on it, like low shots don't hit you.
That's cool.
So, there's a lot of people who could do like Liu Kang low. I wonder if like a Sub-Zero slide goes underneath it. I haven't tested
knock
that.
The pole out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know like projectiles though will just go underneath you, which is sick.
She is cool. She was I've been really liking Melina, but we were talking. She was one of the people I was thinking about checking out.
Yeah, you definitely should. I like to try Melina too. I really like the fact that she's got a high and a low. Sorry, dog. I can't just not play her because you do. Yeah, maybe you want me to try Katana instead?
No.
I kind of want to try her too.
You could probably do the combos better.
She looks like she would be really hard online though because
I was definitely having problems.
Sonic Fox's combo is okay. So like when I do a Kung Jin combo, it's bang 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 in a row. With a Katana combo, you have to jump into a punch, throw the fan, drop, throw the fan again, and it's the timing of it. If it's delayed, can totally fuck up.
It's
the combo.
A little slower than it looks, but it's all about the timing.
Yeah. So like, and I'm fine with that, but online that can fuck me up. I'm trying to think. Who did I just see him use? Maybe it was Katana. He was playing online doing King of the Hill. Oh, that's right, it was. And he ended this game with a 49% combo in the corner and into a brutality that cut the guy's head off. It was fucking ridiculous. And he was online, so he could do it.
I'm sure he was King of the Hill. He's probably still playing right now.
Yeah, it was.
There can't be anybody that could beat him.
Because I watched one of his streams where he was doing online ranked, and he lost a couple, but he was using like guys he doesn't normally use. But on this one, he was using Katana and Aaron Black, his two main guys, and he was just wiping and he was playing really good people. Like he was playing like level whatever. I played a level 76 guy at Nick's, but I don't know how he was level 76 because I think I flawless victored him. Maybe it was like his little brother or something.
Just played a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how that works in Mortal Kombat. Do you if it's like the old Halo 2 where you go up and down?
I've never seen anything that tells you can go down.
Yeah, maybe it's just a put in the time type thing.
Yeah.
It's so weird too because sometimes it'll be like you have a 87%, no, not that high, 72% chance of winning, and the guy's like 67 and 5. I don't know, whatever.
And we've beaten a couple like when we have 4% chance to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember that one guy was 4% chance, and I whooped his balls. Like, it's so weird. Anyway, enough Mortal Kombat X. People are probably sick about hearing about that, but get ready because I'm going to play some more this week. So
nice.
NHL's not out.
Not yet. Well, we got to finish. We got to play a lot of the beta before it goes away.
Yes. I know there's some more stuff we need to talk. A lot of more stuff we need to talk about actually. You've got Rare Replay coming.
I have it.
Oh, is it released today?
Yeah, it came out today.
So that's exciting.
It's got a great intro.
Does it?
Yeah, it's really good. $30 for 30 games. Can't beat it.
Did you play anything yet?
No, I just started it up.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some.
Oh, bullshit! The first two Killer Instincts aren't in it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That's bullshit. I thought they were. Yeah. Killer Instinct Gold's in it. I don't know what that is.
Killer Instinct Gold is good.
Is that the 64 one?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That one's fun.
No, but I was only good at the first one.
Well, you have the first one, so. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm looking forward to Blast Corps. It's fucking awesome.
I've never played it.
Jet Force Gemini.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Battletoads just to hate myself.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
just
to
gonna
hate
play
myself.
the shit out of RC Pro Hobby or
yes,
Pro Am.
I forgot that was on it. That game is
RC
so
Pro Am 2 is on there.
You know who's that's one of their favorite games ever, which is going to surprise you.
Your dad?
No, my brother Ben.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to be obsessed with the. I don't know which one.
I used to play the shit out of the Game Boy.
I don't know because there was an arcade version, but I don't know if that's what he played.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Doesn't
had it for. I had that and Tetris for Game Boy forever.
Yeah, that game is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Conquer, obviously. Now, could we play multiplayer on that?
Don't know. It's the Xbox.
Gotta
it's
assume,
the
right?
Xbox version.
I heard that.
And so is this. It's the same with Perfect Dark, which I heard got terrible reviews.
Yeah,
when
I
it
heard the
came out.
Conquer had its issues too. However, I think I'd rather have the Xbox version of the Conquer because I don't know. I just feel like it would look so ugly.
Well, if it
now.
sucks, I still have the 64 version. Of it.
True.
And or you can just emulate it.
That's the thing. Like the emulator looks so good now. I think I've told you that before. Like you could just like go max anti-aliasing and max resolution. So Rare Replay. We're going to hopefully A, record, B, stream tons of this shit.
Yeah.
So
Any
get
interest
ready for
in
that.
those Banjo games?
I gotta tell you, I don't know if I ever played Banjo-Kazooie.
I played the first one. I think like Boz's or something, and I never liked it.
Yeah, I don't know because I feel like I probably played
It's
it,
kind
but
of
I don't
like
remember.
It's like a ripoff of Mario 64.
Yeah.
but it's not as fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it looks exactly the same thing. You're just walking around.
Yeah. No, it definitely does. The biggest disappointment for me is the Diddy Kong Racing, isn't it? That is one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah, that sucks.
That game is so good. That game is arguably, and I think probably better than Mario Kart.
The fucking turtle with the airplane, man, or the
It
hovercraft.
was so good, and I believe
I wish
I
they
read that it was a game that they rebranded, kind of like Super Mario 2.
With the
I might be
sequel, wasn't there a
completely wrong
sequel?
about
I think
that.
there was like a sequel that wasn't called Diddy Kong.
I don't know.
I don't
I feel like they needed a game out and they didn't have one, and they rebranded some racing game. Like
Oh,
I think
you
they
mean the
did-
other way around? So it was a different game.
It was
and
a
they
different
threw-
game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe that's
so-
what I heard. I heard something like that.
Yeah, I don't know when I heard that, but anyway, that could be totally false.
Yeah.
So God, there's other. Oh, well, we got some big news for the podcast. Yeah, we have some things in the works that
Big things in the works.
Yeah,
Cool things.
yeah. If you follow our Twitter, you should already know. But you talked to the guy from The Long Dark.
Yeah,
Now, who was he again? Because I was drunk all weekend.
He's the creative director, creator of the studio, head honcho at Hinterland Studios.
That's right.
Or Hinterland Games, and they make Long Dark.
Okay.
And I tweeted out about how.
Did you ever email him?
Yes, I emailed
Okay.
him yesterday, waiting to hear a response. But before I get into that, I played the Long Dark. It might be my favorite game of 2015.
Really? Because you said The Witcher 3 was your favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I know, but this.
So I don't know. I don't know.
The reason why
I don't know.
it is because
Before that was Ori and the Blind Forest.
Well, I played the Long Dark. I played like the hour demo, and I thought it was cool, and I would chip away at it. And now I'm at like the point where like I'm so into it, like I'm giving myself like daily chores in the game to like go out and get supplies, hunt, check my traps, create supplies, create water. It's like I'm like so into this game when I play it. I've never been like really felt like I was in a world, and it's unbelievably how well done this game is. Because like I don't like Rust. Well, I never played Rust, and I don't like the idea of Rust. And I don't like the idea of DayZ or Minecraft. I don't want to go out and like build shit and I don't know, like die all the fucking time. And this game, it makes you, and like it's a real possibility, but this game makes me like really get into it, and I don't want to die. I don't want to goof around. I take it like seriously. Like the environment like scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And it's just so well done, and I can't believe this game has like really like captured me the way it has.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to hopefully that guy gets back to us.
So anyways,
and all that stuff.
I tweeted out like how I was really enjoying the game. He responded to me, and then I was just like, "Hey, would you like to come on the podcast and talk about Long Dark?" And he said, "Yeah." And he sent me his email, and I emailed him back. So we're just waiting for a email from him.
Nice. So I wanted to talk to you about this off the air, and I forgot. So let's talk about it on the air. So let's go into the next one, which that's fucking awesome, by the way.
It is awesome.
And we're so late. Like we talk all the time. We're like, let's like get this. We'll like tweet this person, see if we get him on the podcast, and then we just don't. Because we work full time. But
and you never know who's like bothering them and stuff.
Totally.
And you kind of feel awkward being like, "Hey, you want to come on?"
Yeah.
'Cause he probably gets it all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I hate bothering people. I hate bothering people.
I mean, but like he kind of like made the first move, and I was like, he said something like thanks or whatever for like, he favorited my tweet and like
and
something else.
And that's what the next person did. So this is what I wanted to ask you, because we had talked about this before. It was something else though. But I've always wanted to do a podcast separate that was one-on-one. So I was thinking about launching it with the guy that I talked to, but it's still going to be 8-bit Bourbon.
Yeah.
I'm just going to label them differently
Sure.
and be like an interview thing. Because I'd like to get like people that are in the gaming industry and people that have nothing to do with the gaming industry and do like interviews.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing that with this guy, but I don't know how you want to handle that guy, because I've never played that game. So
I know my weaknesses, and I know I would not be able to handle.
So would you? I guess my question is, would you rather have him on as a guest on the podcast?
Well,
okay.
No, we can do it. We can interview him together.
Yeah, but like you'd rather have him like as a guest on the podcast. Okay. That's gonna be all. I'm so like I haven't even played that game. I'll have to play it before we get him on. But I'm just excited to talk to a developer of games.
Yeah.
Like that's
like I want to
really
know what goes to it, because there's like the more you play this game, you realize like the detail and like the sophistication of it, and like the environment they create, the music they put, the sound effects that you literally feel like you're in this game, and you can be walking down like a dark, lonely road, and like the weather's like bothering you, your guy's slowing down, you're tiring, and you're like, okay, I just need to keep going a little bit, and then you hear a wolf or you get attacked, and then for the next like 10 hours of the game, you're freaked out all the time. Like
right.
it really, you're like, you feel like you're alone in the woods and you're scared.
How much was this game?
$20. It's
that's amazing too, right?
Yeah,
like that's
it was third. Like, don't hold me to that $20 because when I first played it, I ran
a different price.
It had a different price.
Okay,
and then it went down.
Okay,
and I don't know if it was like a sale or it was mismarked originally. Mm-hmm. So it could be. It's either 20 or 30.
Yeah, I mean that's
and it's been out for a while. It's still in alpha phase, at least on the Xbox One. I don't know the status of it on Steam.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that too. Which is also well, you said there's like some obvious things that are missing that they like have like in the menus.
But
or whatever.
I've just had like the most fun and just like nerve-wracking like experience, because I've been alive for almost a month in the game. Mm-hmm. My longest thing before was like 2 or 3 days. I had to go through a cave in like the middle of the night to like end up where I was, and it was terrifying.
Now
it was awful.
Do you usually die from like hunger or like getting attacked? You can die
from hunger, cold.
Like what are you most protecting yourself from? I guess
animals. The wolves have gotten me the most.
Okay.
But I just went back when there was an update, so they changed the fighting system a little bit, so it's easier to get away from the wolves if you have like a weapon or knife. Because before you could pick like defend yourself or attack, and it was really hard.
Attacked, just not worth it.
Now you can kind of fight them off, but you can get cut, or it can bite your arm open, and if you don't have bandages or something to stop the bleeding, you can get an infection. You can bleed out. You know, you really need to be prepared for everything. They could rip your clothes off, like break your clothes so you could freeze to death. Mm-hmm. It's like everything that you can think of, they've already thought about it, and it's in the game.
That's cool.
And they made it so like now, when you're in a house and there's like shelves and tables and stuff, you can break that stuff down and get supplies like wood and stuff, because it's really kind of like a barren snow woods, and like there's not like you can't chop down trees and stuff. You have to find sticks and make fires with sticks.
Now, why is everything abandoned? Do you know, or is it just because there's in the woods?
Quick thing in it. I guess there was like
but is it abandoned or is it just the wilderness?
It's the wilderness.
Okay, so
you were in there was like some kind of like EMP thing that went on. It wasn't like man-made. It was like some global thing.
Okay.
And it fried everything. So you were in a plane, you crashed, and you're alone in the woods. You're the only survivor.
I didn't know if it was like civilization at all.
You're like in the Canadian North. That's all I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's intense. Like I've been out.
That's the scariest part of the game.
I've been out in weather that was negative like 50 degrees Celsius.
Will you start dying?
Yeah, like within minutes.
That's cool.
I've gotten hypothermia like 3 times.
That's cool. Have you done YouTube with this?
No, I recorded like 2 hours video.
Yeah.
I'm working on something.
I was going to say you should definitely do like one life or something.
I think I'm going to start twitching from day 25 on.
Yeah,
because it's starting to get intense.
You're gonna jinx yourself.
I'm doing really good on some supplies and food. Like I have that down. I've hunted. I finally found a rifle, but I'm starting to run out of like other supplies to fix things. if my gun breaks or my tools break, I don't have any more like metal parts to fix anything, and I don't have a way to get it. So now I have to start exploring farther from my base.
Mm-hmm. Maybe finding a new base.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. The one I have is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a farm,
Right.
and there's plenty of like animals.
Is that the main reason that you've survived this much further?
Well, before I found one, the main reason why I survived, I found a road with power lines. So I'm like, I'm just gonna walk the power lines. It's got to be something. I found this little town. I had been surviving in this house, but like I still didn't have a gun. There was wolves and bears all around it. So I was like, I have to get out of here. One day I just started walking, found the farmhouse, found a gun. I switched the house, but I had to make like 4 or 5 runs back to my old place, grab supplies, and go back. And it was horrible.
God, I really wish that they would add like a Dark Souls type thing where I could invade your world and just kill you.
It would be awful.
Or like send wolves into your fort.
Dude, because the house I was staying at, there was a bear. He would come out like every 4 hours, just hang around the front. I'd walk out the door and he'd be right there, and I'd just run back in.
I bet you every animal in that game is like massively hostile,
Yeah.
right? Like they're not just gonna stand there. Yeah.
And the first bear I killed, I didn't want to kill a bear because my gun had like 30%. It was like down to like 30% durability, and there was a bear right at my front steps. So I would shoot him, run back inside, run around the house, about the back door, shoot him again, and then keep trying to get behind him. Eventually I killed him, but I almost died harvesting him because it was so cold and it took so long. I was down to like 11%. That would be
a brutal way to die.
It was awful.
Yeah.
But I got like, I don't know,
hours in,
60 pounds of meat from him.
It's sweet.
And I'm starting to build like frontier clothes. I'm working on like a wolf skin jacket.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm excited to have this guy on. You know, one of the first questions I want to ask him is how far has he made it?
Yeah, I've heard of people like people that were into Twitch streams and stuff that I've done. They said like 30 days is their most.
Yeah.
I want to try to make it 90.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with 3
that.
months. I might have to leave my spot soon though.
Yeah. So that's one of our interviews, which is very exciting. And
Played Along Dark.
We have to. And by the way, we're not guaranteeing any of these are going to happen because we're talking about very busy people
talking. Yeah, and this he's got a pre-alpha game or alpha.
Right.
game.
Right. It's not like it's even out.
Yeah.
So the other guy is hat tip to Laurel.
Yep.
Who sent us a book that I planned on buying after my fantasy mainlining that I've been doing all summer and maybe for the last 2 years. She had sent us Console Wars, which I just finished, and I was waiting till I finished it. It was so good, like better. Like I had heard a lot of hype about it, but it was so good. And like this is like a book that's it's very popular, and I think it's selling extremely well on Amazon. But it's like incredibly popular in like our scene, you know, like sci-fi authors, fantasy authors, video game publishers, all those people. You know, the one of the main reviews or forwards is by the guy who wrote Ready Player One, I think. But there's a ton of them. So anyway, so she sent me that. So I finished when we were talking about it on Twitter. He had said something like "Thanks for reading," so I tweeted him when I was done. And said, his name's Blake, said, hey, you know, like, love to have you on the podcast. And he said, for a fellow New Yorker, why not? You know, email me. So I emailed him. And the plan is for this Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So Saturday, I told him, I was like, well, do you want to aim for a time on Sunday? Because I'm wide open Sunday. And I got to not get drunk till 4 a.m. And he said, why don't you email me Saturday night? So fingers crossed that'll happen Sunday. And
what if my guy writes back and he's like, Sunday, we can just have that guy and that guy?
That would be interesting. I don't think it would be a good idea, though.
Am I going to be allowed to sit in this podcast, just listen to it? Or
yeah, I mean, I'll have to do it here because I don't trust my computer to make it.
I definitely want to hear this guy talk.
Yeah. So my plan is I want to do a Google. I think I gotta do some research. I haven't done it yet, but I think I want to do a Google Hangouts so that I have a backdrop and so I can put it on YouTube if it's okay with him. Because, you know, he'll be on video. Yeah. If he doesn't want that, or I think that that's a bad idea for other reasons, I'd rather just do Skype.
We'll just record a Skype session without his knowledge and put it on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's going to give a shit about that. But I told him also, I'm just going to wait till we start. Like, if he's done this before, because he's done, you know, publicizing the book, then if he can record his track locally, that's a home run, because that simplifies everything. But I'd like to have a backup just in case. And, yeah, but like that's fucking awesome because like this book is only getting hotter right now. Like I think the paperback just released like, you know, less than a month ago.
That's so cool.
And it's awesome. And I'm so interested in it, not just for the gaming, which, we grew up in that time. And I remember, it's funny because I was so young, but I remember a ton of the stuff in this. Like, Sega started hitting its stride in like 92, maybe 91, something like that. So, like, I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like during like the battles of SNES and Sega. But I remember like some of the commercials and stuff. And there's just so much, like, I want to ask him about, like, because I'm just as big a fan of books as I am video games. So, like, some of the stuff I want to ask him is, like, how hard was the research? Like, that he must have gotten in with these guys. Tom Kalinske was the guy who ran Sega. Like, how much did you meet him? It must have been a shitload. How did you get into the Japanese parts of the studios?
Because I feel like the Japanese wouldn't talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that is... from maybe Sega. A big part of the book is Nintendo of America versus Nintendo Japan and Sega of America versus Sega Japan, because they have such different cultures and viewpoints and stuff, which is another one of the things I want to talk to him about, because I think that part was fascinating too. But yeah, it's so super awesome of him to do that.
That is.
Assuming he does, which, again, this guy's probably super busy doing interviews for this book every day. But try to give him the 8-bit Bourbon version.
Look what Laurel did for us.
I know. God bless you, Laurel.
Good job, Laurel.
I would have eventually tried to do this, but it might not have worked because who knows? Timing's everything,
Yeah. And my long dark guy better. Now I'll look like a fool if I can't get mine.
Yeah, well, don't worry. But this guy could cancel on Saturday night and I'll never hear from him again.
Yeah.
But those are the plans. But I also want to say that because if I'm going to do this as a separate thing, and I would like it to be like, I don't even know if I'll label the episodes, but you're going to get, I'm not going to do like a different podcast because that's a nightmare. But what you're going to do is you're going to get another episode of our podcast, but it's not going to be labeled like episode 87. It's going to be labeled, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But point being is, don't be surprised when you get
Fireside chats with Andy Paul.
Yeah, long walks on the beach.
Yep.
Don't be surprised when you get 2 podcasts one week. But that's, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I know Giant Bomb, they'll send like a 1-minute thing just to like update people, which I find kind of annoying, to be honest, but I understand why they do it.
What I was going to say is, you could put like a clip into our regular show and be like, you did this,
Right.
Just if you want to hear more.
Right.
This.
Yeah. So my plan is I told him to spare 30 minutes, but I'll probably try to keep him on for an hour.
Yeah. Keep him on the launch count.
Yeah. But it's a Sunday, so it's kind of perfect.
My problem with my guy is he's like 7 hours behind us.
Oh, where is he?
Vancouver.
Well, we'll have to do it on a weekend.
Yeah.
Because whatever, we'll just figure it out. But anyway, that's exciting stuff. So we're gonna have that, and I know that we haven't even gotten into Gamescom yet, which is terrible because we're probably like 30, 40 minutes into this.
41.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we better get straight to Gamescom. Those are the interviews.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's gonna be
You
exciting.
want to talk more about the Long Dark?
No.
Okay.
I never want to hear about that game again. I'm canceling the interview with that guy.
Okay. But you should play that game. It's
I know.
fucking amazing.
I should. Yeah. So Gamescom happened today. We were recording this at 6:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday.
What's that Vancouver time?
No idea.
Me either.
You're supposed to know.
No, okay. It's 11.
Isn't Vancouver like 3 hours? 2 hours?
I didn't know if it was in that thing or farther.
I don't think so. I think at the most it could be is like 3 hours.
It's not up by like Alaska?
Doesn't matter. It's vertical. Or horizontal, I mean.
I don't fucking know time.
I don't know.
Remember that time in the PT thing? I thought there was 25 hours in military time. I was also drunk.
We're going to skip right over that. Okay. So Gamescom was today. Let's just start. Let's get right into it because we are running. Not that we have a time limit, but let's talk the 3 big reveals, which we already knew were coming. I don't know. Let's take them. We'll start with
Microsoft buying Nintendo.
Microsoft bought Nintendo, which is crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
Because they actually sold off Mario to Sega, which is really weird.
And then,
They didn't want that part of it. No, I wanted to start with the biggest game, which was Halo Wars 2. No, that's not it either.
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's a little bit of fan service.
Yeah, let's not start with that, though.
Yeah.
We'll start with Scalebound. So that was a game that they had just shown, like, it was totally CGI, right? The first one. I can't remember exactly, but
like a 20-second trailer or whatever.
They actually showed gameplay today, and it's interesting. It looks kind of like Bayonetta 2 meets, because that's that developer.
Meets Dr. Dre Beats.
Meets the new Apple radio.
What is with the fucking headphones?
I know. I don't like the headphones.
Me either.
I really
like
don't.
the dragon thing was cool.
Everything else looked awesome, but the headphones are tough, man.
Why?
Yeah.
Kid like rolls down the fucking dragon. He's like, let's do this shit. And he pops on his techno fucking headphones.
It's tough.
Listen to fucking Skrillex.
We're just so cynical in America
No.
that's just tough to fly. No, I mean us as in our entire culture.
Oh, okay. It's just weird.
It's weird. But the game itself looked cool. I got to tell you, I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. It was kind of very much a teaser still.
Yeah.
That being said, IGN is running IGN first on Scalebound this month, so there's going to be a ton of coverage.
It's
from
so
that.
weird that they're doing that when that game's
I
not
did
even
not
close to
expect that,
coming out.
man, because they mentioned it on something where they said that they're going to have, IGN first was going to be something interesting.
Is that like a fall 2016 or like a?
I think one of them was mid 16 and one of them was holiday 16. Okay. And I want to say Scalebound was holiday 16.
Yeah, because I think Quantum Break's probably closer to being done.
So yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like Tomb Raider IGN first, you know, because they had said that something was coming. That was a Microsoft game, but yeah, it looked cool. I don't know. I need to see more of it.
Yeah, that's just like probably
it's
a tech
RPG-ish.
Yeah.
Totally. And
the dragon looked cool.
It'd be extremely cool if it was Witcher 3 meets JRPG. It'd be kind of neat, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't have enough info. The game looked gorgeous though.
It did.
Really, really nice. And then the other big game was Quantum Break, which I thought looked fucking awesome.
It does look awesome.
I think it looked really cool.
My one problem, and this is just me, I hate when video games use real actors' faces.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
It takes me out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
Because all I see is the fucking Iceman from the stupid X-Men movies.
Yeah. I mean, the thing for me is you don't actually see it during the game, thank God, except like cutscenes. But I know what you mean. I'm not a big fan of that.
I really wanted to try that LA Noire game, but they were using a real actor from Mad Men, and I couldn't believe it. I just know his name from Mad Men. I couldn't believe that Kenneth Cosgrove was like that character. Like all I saw was the Mad Man. Really good. Yeah, but all I saw was the Mad Man character.
See, luckily for me, I don't correlate that guy with anything, and I love Littlefinger enough to not care.
I thought Littlefinger looked okay.
Yeah,
it looked a little like Edward Norton Jr., but
I thought the gameplay looked.
It looked
sick.
Really cool.
And the graphics looked unbelievable.
I didn't really know that much about the game. So
no, I mean, they had that one tech demo. It looks way different, though.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It looks cool.
It really does.
So pretty much it's like a time traveling thing, and this guy's got he can adjust time. And
it's weird because he can kind of do it internally or externally. So it's almost like he can throw, I don't know if he actually throws anything, but he can pause time in a sphere that's like other people, so then he can go up and beat the shit out of them. Or he can pause time in his own little bubble and then shoot people out of it. Yeah. So it's like, what I am excited for, and it's hard to tell in that little gameplay, and I think they actually have them playable on the floor, so we'll know more coming up soon. Because again, this is a few hours after it aired, but I'm hoping that it has kind of that, what was I going to say? Dishonored type combo gameplay, because that's what it looks like. You might be able to do pause something, run over here, shoot that tank so it explodes, take the weapon. It looked like you might be able to put some stuff together.
Yeah, it looks like there's room for some creativity.
Yeah,
the way you do things. It definitely looked cool.
It did. And is there a TV show related to that? Did I see that?
I don't know if that's still part of the game, because
I don't.
The
care.
Xbox Studios is closed. They're gone. So I don't know if that's still a part of anything.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It doesn't affect the game. Do you have anything more to say on that? It
looked cool. I just don't like
I
don't like it when they use character or real faces.
Yeah. Crackdown 3.
That's just me.
Very limited again.
100% destructible environments.
The environments looked awesome though.
So, you can just level a whole city.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah,
dude. They were taking down 5 buildings, and it would take out a block. It was awesome. It was so small of a gameplay demo that's hard to say it. I thought Crackdown 1 was awesome in a very shallow, just kind of like Just Cause. It's it wasn't a complete game, but it was awesome in just the what do they call it? The gameplay. A word for it, cycle or whatever. It was really fun.
So what's the deal with that? If you get that game, you get the first 2 for free? Or
I don't know.
First
Did they say that?
I thought that's what they said.
Hopefully just the first one, because I heard the second one was terrible.
That seemed to be the big thing this week in this conference.
It's brilliant, and
it is.
It's funny because when we had talked about Nintendo way back in the day, game plan, and one of the things that I always was shocked that they didn't do, because it's so obvious, is when they released the new Zelda, pack in Link to the Past for free. And I think they have done that a couple times, but Xbox is just, because with this new backwards compatibility, it's why the fuck not? Roll this shit out. And what's the other one you get? Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
You get. Is that the one that you get free games with, the older games?
Yeah, you get Vegas. Vegas and Vegas 2?
Something like that. I don't remember.
And also Gears of War.
Gears of War, yeah.
The new one, or with the remake, your HD remaster, you get Gears 2, Gears 3, and Gears Judgment. You get 4 games for the price of 1.
Which is awesome.
It's crazy.
And it's like we're not talking about like retro games. We're talking about games that are still HD. Like that's what's funny what they call like HD remasters. Well, if it was on Xbox 360 or PS3, it was already HD.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you're not a preview member, those 360 emulator games, they work really well. I just started playing Shadow Complex again. It ran great.
Works good.
It was like I was playing on 360.
I forgot to mention Scalebound. They showed 4-player co-op
what I
briefly.
heard.
They didn't really show much of it, but that's very intriguing.
It is. Somebody beat the dragon?
I have no idea how that works. That could be cool, though. The biggest news was they're releasing a new chat pad for the Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
You used to have that, right?
Yeah, I still do somewhere.
They said I think 2 of the buttons are customizable. I can't wait to get that and a Pro controller for $600 combined.
No way. There's no way they would. You think that chat pad would connect to that thing?
I don't know. Probably not. Who cares? I thought the best announcement as far as like just pure awesomeness was what's his name? Rash being added to Killer Instinct 3 today. And
Today?
Did you watch any of the gameplay?
No,
it's
I didn't see it.
awesome, dude. Like he's got like the massive fist, but then he's also got the bulldozer or the what's it called? Like the swinging cannonball thing, you know.
Does he have the boot?
A wrecking ball? I don't know. I only saw a little bit. I'm sure he does, but he looked legit, man. It's funny because I wasn't sure how that would work in HD, and it looks awesome. And Killer Instinct, the guys that make that are really talented.
Yeah, they are.
Again, it's not our
Especially
game,
because it
but
changed studios.
Yeah, it's not our type of game necessarily, but we can tell that it's really good.
It's too complex for me.
Yeah, it's a intricate fighting game for sure.
Also, while we were talking about the backwards compatibility thing, Games with Gold is starting to give Xbox One members all the games that are free for the month. So the 2 that are free for 360, they'll be backwards compatible.
Yep, which is awesome.
4 games per month.
Yeah, and you know, like I was saying to you, it's like you own those games anyway because even if you don't have a 360, you still own those games because you can download them.
Ever since they announced that backwards compatibility thing, I had been going back on the website and just buying the free games.
Exactly, right.
Just in case.
So, because when you buy them, all you really do is say, "I want that," and you quote unquote own it.
Yeah.
And then you can download it whenever you want. So that's great. That's what a genius way to like add value to the free games.
I think I said it to Troutman or you when they first announced the backwards compatibility. I was like, they better make it so you can get the 360 games. Mm-hmm. So now they're doing it.
Totally.
Microsoft's on top of things.
They announced a ton of crossplay stuff, Xbox One and Windows 10. Bloodstained was a big part of the show, which I'm very much looking forward to as a Castlevania fan. But I think that's on every system, right?
Do you
every
know
system
if the crossplay is also crossed by, like, if I buy it for?
Yeah, I believe that's what it means. I believe that. Yeah, that's what it means.
That's awesome.
You get it for both. So you only have to buy it once.
Windows 10 stuff is going to be awesome for
I'm
Xbox
excited.
One.
I'm excited for that. They faked us out with the DVR because they made it sound like it would just work with any programming, and in fact, it's still just the over-the-air stuff like in Europe. So that was disappointing because I don't care about that. That being said, if I ever try to cut the cord, I will buy that thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I got nothing to say about that. I thought this is really cool. I will never play it probably, but City Skylines had an Xbox One. That's sweet.
That is cool.
A lot of people are like obsessed with that game.
This seems like the theme of this this conference was there's a lot of like PC looking games, like mouse and keyboard type games.
A lot of people have trashed Microsoft for like letting the PC gaming kind of go as they did Xbox One. So I think a big part of this was like be in the Microsoft ecosystem.
With Windows 10, they're clearly going back after it.
They want to have both, which is cool. And there's an obvious reason that they're doing streaming from Xbox to PC and eventually PC to Xbox, because they want your gaming platform to be Xbox. You know, because I think that's what they call it now on PC too.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I'll take added value. You know, people that bitch about stuff like that, like it's like, well, it's not a exclusive. I don't care.
And City Skylines is like that game really caught fire this year.
It did.
A lot of people are playing. A lot of people like it.
It's funny is if SimCity didn't drop the ball so badly, that game would never exist. Yeah. But they basically said, hey, look at how shitty SimCity did. Let's give them what they really want. And that's kind of what they did. And it's actually, I think, like kind of from what I read, like a more intricate thinking man's
It looks
SimCity,
crazy. It looked like
Google
Map. The thumbnail I saw looked like a Google Map image.
It's really neat.
I didn't know that was.
There's people talking about how they have like studied traffic patterns to to improve their city.
I would like to see Zach play that as an engineer.
He probably has it. Maybe not, but he loves it.
Is he still alive?
He's moving to Ireland next week.
Jesus.
So I think we've talked about that, how he's preparing for that.
It's quite the life change.
He's going to try to freelance at first, which is crazy. So he's going to do like odd jobs for people and, freelance engineer or whatever. God bless him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Sounds like venture.
Yeah. Dark Souls 3 gameplay looked cool.
Are you going to play that now that you played Battleborn or whatever? What the fuck is the name?
Bloodborne? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how much masochism I have in me. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like and I loved Bloodborne and I was happy that I got it, but I don't know that I need to ever do that again.
Yeah.
It's like I've said this before. I like to relax when I play games, and I did not relax playing Bloodborne.
That's the thing with Long Dark. There is some relaxing moments, but a lot of times you're on edge.
Nice part about the Long Dark though is it's one of those games where you can like pick up and put down.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, you couldn't do shit unless you played for like an hour and a half. That was my biggest problem is like you needed to go open a gate because it's not like you can't save.
Yeah.
You can, but like it's massive distances between save points. So that was why it's like you have to sit down for an hour and a half of stress if you want to accomplish something, Did you see the what was it called? We Happy Few, the really weird
I didn't get a chance to watch the indie stuff.
Yeah, it looked cool. I don't know. I mean, it's like all this stuff is so much teasers.
Yeah.
Homefront, a Revolution. I don't even know what that is, so I got nothing to say about it.
I know what the original was. I never played it.
Yeah.
But there's a beta coming for Xbox One.
Yes, that is true. So. You can sign up now? I don't know. Maybe not now.
If you're a Homefront fan.
Yeah. I barely know what it is, so I'm going to skip right over that. Halo 5 Guardians, focusing on esports, announces $1 million Halo World Championship this winter. Yeah. None of that is a surprise. Just Cause 3 on Xbox One includes a copy of Just Cause 2.
Hell yeah. I was probably going to buy it for PS4, but that's me buying
stuff.
it for
now,
Xbox
is that
One.
just, did they say if that's just Xbox One?
I
just assume because they're using the emulation. Yeah, that's what I assume. But
because there's no backwards unless they give you like a coupon code for PS Now. That's the only way they can do it.
But it doesn't. Oh, right. Yeah, or like give you a PS3 code, which wouldn't help you.
Yeah.
Did it come out for PS3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no backwards compatibility for PS4. So.
No, I know. I'm saying they could give you like a PS3 credit for PS3, which you don't have. Halo Wars 2 announced.
This is cool.
Yeah,
so many people that
I don't really give a shit about this.
So many people love this game. And
yeah,
like it was well reviewed, and I feel like critics love this game. Like game journalists love this game. I
wonder if they'll make it like because the biggest problem that I had with it, I guess, was that it because they ported it to like phone, it felt over simple to me. I guess is the best way to put it. Where like I hope that they make it like just a little more RPG-ish, which could be cool.
Yeah.
But it's basically like a twin stick shooter.
No, you're thinking of Spartan Assault.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Spartan Assault.
I've
also played Halo Wars. Yeah. It did. I played this for like 2 minutes. I think
it's funny. My little cousin's been playing the shit out of this game.
Oh, really?
I always see him online playing Halo Wars. I didn't know. Cool. I didn't figure he would even know what it was.
It must be popular in like some spots because they announced it as like a huge deal. Yeah. Like it wasn't just like, oh, by the way, we have Halo. It was the last thing they announced. I think.
Hey, 343 at Microsoft, make the first one. Just flip the switch on that one so we can throw it in the Master Chief Collection so we can try it.
Well, they'll probably just release it with the second one.
That's true too.
They showed more Lara Croft, more Tomb Raider. What was interesting about this was I was skipping back and forth between a few live blogs because some were good with pictures and terrible with commentary. Some were good with commentary, terrible with pictures. And obviously, I wanted to see both, but everyone that was blogging about this was absolutely revolted. Not revolted, that's not the right word. Every single person mentioned how violent it was. And I'm just thinking to myself, everybody wants female lead characters. Everybody wants powerful female lead characters. Everyone can't stand when Lara Croft was crying in the one game and they said it made her look weak, which we thought was the dumbest thing ever. Now she's blowing off heads like Gears of War, and now that's a problem. It's like, make up your fucking mind. You know what I mean? Like, why she can't be as badass as other people?
The first one's pretty fucking violent.
Yeah. This one, that she was like, headshotting people. It's like, do you want Like, what do you want? Can they do anything right?
Yeah, they'll never do anything right.
You know, like again, like does anybody bat an eye when Marcus Phoenix is blowing people's heads off in Gears of War?
They're just trying to like get the crowd going inside a fucking riot.
Yeah, so I just thought that was so ironic. The same white knights that are like, we need more girls in like powerful situations. Well, now you got a girl murdering guys like a badass, just like a million other video games, and now it's like, well, what happened to the cave exploration or the tomb exploration? But that game looks cool.
It'll be good. I got to finish the first one.
Yeah,
about halfway through it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea what they did, because the first time they showed it, it was a lot of like on a mountain, kind of like Uncharted usually shows their first demo, like quick time event type stuff, and this one was like actual gameplay.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely one. There's a lot of games coming out this year.
Yeah. Oh, there's a great story that I just saw on Polygon that ranks. It could be totally wrong, but it's a great idea. It ranks all 30 of the Rare Replay games from worst to best.
I bet it's got to be some turds on there.
Right? I think there's a ton of turds. I was gonna say that was what was funny. Some of the reviews I saw were like, "Well, some of the games suck." It's like, shit. There's 30 of them.
I'm gonna say a lot of critics put Battletoads pretty low on the list.
What if I told you that Perfect Dark Zero was the worst rated game on Polygon? By the way, Polygon's ranking to me means absolute jack shit.
Perfect
so
Dark,
keep that in mind.
It was a bad game, but it was a launch game, so I give it a pass.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a game from the fucking 80s or 90s that's way worse than that.
This article is not doing good things. All right, let's just read the top 10 real quick and see what you think.
Okay.
All right, maybe we won't.
Nope.
This article is just freezing my computer. It is massive. I'm pretty sure I saw Battletoads in the top 10 though. It was a spoiler alert, but I was
like best.
But I was scrolling very quickly.
That speeder bike thing is so bad for gaming. It's awful.
It was really bad.
It's horrible.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can't believe like the people that developed that were like, "Wow, this is a good idea." And I wonder if like I've never played I don't even know what Battletoads Arcade is. I've never played that one.
Me neither.
I'm assuming that one's even harder and cheaper, because when you hear arcade, I imagine quarters, and they probably want all your fucking money.
Yeah, so I mean that's a brutal game to play in the arcade.
There's probably like a 15-minute speeder bike section.
Probably.
It's like that fucking bullshit Star Wars level we had to play that one time.
Oh, that was the most boring thing I've ever done in my entire life. It was awful. It was like 5 times too long.
Your fucking ship is 3/4 of the screen. You got to try to dodge.
And
shit.
It was like if you're gonna make it that hard, just make it short. It was so boring. You had to go for like a full minute. All right, top 10. Banjo-Kazooie, number 1. Get some.
These are the best.
Yep. Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, number 2. For those games are great. I can't wait to play them.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try those.
Blast Corps, number 3. Great choice. You ever play Blast Corps? Yeah. Oh, so good. You're going to like Blast Corps. Nuts and Bolts, Banjo-Kazooie, number 4. Another game that I never played, but I heard was great. RC Pro-Am 2, number 5.
Never played 2.
I don't even remember which one's which. Perfect Dark.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
That fucking remake got shit on.
Yeah.
And I heard that was the one they put in there.
But you're not talking about Perfect Dark Zero. You're talking about the remake.
Yeah, the one that came out for 360 a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm just gonna read the tops. RC Pro-Am number 7, the original. That definitely does look more familiar to me.
Yeah.
Viva Pinata number 8.
It looks weird in color because all I ever played it in was the
Game Boy,
the green and black, whatever the fuck it was.
Banjo-Tooie number 9 and Battletoads number 10.
Jesus
I feel like they put
Christ.
Battletoads at number 10 just because they felt like they had to.
Just to piss people off.
Probably. Jet Force Gemini number 12. That should be in the top 10. Anyway.
It's a great game.
So that's the top 10. And that was Gamescom. And there's more Gamescom to come, right? There's multiple days of it. But Xbox, I think, had the biggest
It's the biggest
console announcements.
Conference in the world.
Yeah. Is Sony even there?
Nope.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I don't know. I don't understand it.
I wonder from a marketing standpoint. Now, Microsoft obviously wins this conference by default because Sony's not there. But I wonder if Microsoft just took some gameplay demos for this and showed all this shit at E3, if that would have been a better marketing move.
Yeah, I don't know. The way I was looking at it is
I don't know.
Sony always dominates UK, so maybe they feel like they don't need to be there. Microsoft probably needs to be there to sell systems.
It's interesting.
Then, yeah. I don't know.
But I guess even they still would have been there, just with, not new announcements. But
well, they don't really have anything to announce.
I mean, it makes...
How many times can you announce Shenmue Kickstarter?
Yeah, right. That's true.
All your games for 2017.
I think they might have something else coming up that they are going to, though. I can't remember what it is.
They have Paris Games Week.
Yeah. So we'll see if they have anything for that. But
Yeah, I've never even heard of.
It would have been really interesting if they just went to E3 and they dropped all three of these games on top of everything else.
Yeah.
Because it looks like what they tried to do is, and again, the messaging could have been better, is E3 is our 2015 gaming. Gamescom is our 2016 gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you talking about for Xbox?
For Xbox.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah,
I think that's what they came out and said.
But I'm saying like their marketing for it, I think, could have been better because they didn't really hammer home the point, and they.
I think Windows.
Took
I think
the
release of Windows 10 had something to do with it too.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff is talked about after release of Windows 10.
Yeah. So and they showed off some Halo 5, but I'm already horny for that game, so I don't really have much to say about that.
Gonna be great.
They had I haven't got to watch yet though. Is they have a 4-on-4, 5-on-5 pro gamers session, which I really want to watch and see what they do. That's
I can't wait to play some more Breakout.
Every mode. I don't know that I'll play that huge one, but I'll definitely give it a try. But
Breakout was so much fun.
It's so much fun to go between game modes. Yeah. Breakout was like. Breakout's so interesting because, like, the way that I play Halo is just balls to the wall. Like, I dive into every fight, and you just can't do that in Breakout. So you have to, like, chill out, peek around corners, That would be really fun with a whole group of 4.
Yeah.
Put together a whole game plan. I'm going here, you get this.
I'll just be a dummy. I'll just run around, and you can pick them off. And people are
Adam's just looking up at the sky, shooting straight up. That sounds fun. Do you have anything else coming? Oh, well, we didn't talk about the international.
Yeah, I figured we would close with this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dota 2 International, 15, how do you pronounce it?
$14 million? No, $17 million.
$17 million.
I'm sorry.
6 going to first place.
Yep. I believe anyone in it right now is already over $1 million, even if they don't win another
sixth
game.
place. Is there more?
But I think that's all that's left.
That's all that's left.
Because I think 2 got eliminated today. I could be wrong about that. I feel like I read that somewhere.
I know there's the winners or the loser bracket and the winner bracket.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like Evo. If you win the losers, you get back into.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the 2 guys that were eliminated today cannot win the cup.
Okay.
Maybe that means that they could go higher, but I don't think that they could win. It's really interesting how they do that in Evo, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in the losers bracket and you get to the end, you have to beat the guy basically 2 series in a row.
Yeah.
But what's weird about that is, isn't it kind of unfair for the winner of the losers bracket to go to the finals?
Yeah, but he's got to beat the guy that lost to the guy that went to the finals.
Oh, he does. So he has to win extra rounds.
So if you're the last 2 in the winners bracket and you lose, you play the guy that's in the losers.
So they take 1 guy out of the losers and 2 guys out of the winners, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So
it's still interesting, though, because I feel like everybody in the winners bracket should be above everyone in the losers bracket.
Because the guy that won always wins the melee thing. Is that the one they play?
Yeah.
He almost had a chance to get back into the grand final or the finals, even though he was getting his ass kicked the whole time because he was down in the losers bracket.
Right.
But somebody took him out.
Yeah, and that's what Sonic Fox. He went to the loser bracket and then just beat everyone's balls off till he got into the final round. It's I mean, he was clearly the best, so it's irrelevant. But he did lose in that first round, which doesn't happen very often.
The really only thing I have to say about the Dota thing is the games are a lot of fun to watch, and the production quality is ridiculous this year. Last year was great. This year it's like watching like a real sporting event.
Evo looks so embarrassingly bad because we had a whole podcast, a quarter of a podcast where we talked about how shitty Evo's coverage was, and I liked watching Evo, but Jesus Christ, it's amateur hour, and I'm not even talking about the budget of like the production quality. Obviously, they cannot compete with that because Evo is like almost self-funded, I think. That being said, the quality of the announcing is what makes it. They explain things for new people all the way up to like the super advanced, and it makes it really fun, and it's exciting, but not in like such a nerdy way that you can't relate to if you're not totally into it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful that you have to be mainstream.
And a big thing is the people playing are actually like professionals, and they handle themselves in front of cameras with interviews as well.
Right, they're used to being in the
they're still a little awkward, but
of course.
But they're well done. I don't know, they behave themselves.
Yeah.
They shake hands after they win or lose. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah, it's just
Dota International is great. You should watch it.
I hate the term esports. I've said that before. I just don't think video games are a sport, but I do think that they're competitive and fun to watch, so it's kind of a moot, irrelevant point. But if you want to use the term esports, Dota is the closest thing, and it's not even remotely close. It used to be like I thought that Halo was the closest to esports. Dota's way. And as we talked about before, one of the big reasons is it's been the same game tweaked, but the same basic game for 10 plus years. So like it's like, if the NFL every year was a completely different game, it'd be hard to follow You know what I'm saying? But like with Dota, it really allows you to have that esport thing to it.
And ESPN is covering the last couple of days again.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It's cool.
I love when I saw people bitching about that.
I can't wait for people to bitch about it.
I know. It's just like, listen,
Just
I
don't
get
fucking
it.
watch it.
I get it. You don't want to watch it. You never play video games. You're not going to want to watch
First
it.
of all, what do you
is it
watch
better
on
than
ESPN
Is it
3
better
anyways?
than women's softball
Yeah,
or
what is on there?
or,
Like
or
water
bowling?
polo? Yeah.
You know, right? Who gives a shit? Sorry to all the women's softball players out there and the bowlers.
Go Ronda Rousey.
We really like Ronda Rousey.
That was awesome.
I could see her getting her own video game. What do you think
Is
about
she
that?
in UFC?
I doubt. I don't know. Maybe she is.
We have a access.
Is there women in that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Can we fight her? Can we fight a man versus a woman?
She'd probably be like 100 in every stat just to like make sure, you know, so they don't get in trouble.
How about your one punch knockout in hockey the other night?
That's my only fight.
That was awesome. And he got punched in the face, and he punched the dude once, and the guy dropped.
You know, a bit shouldn't have stepped up.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
You don't fuck with Uncle Jesse.
You know, my guy's like a weakling too because he's a playmaker. So I don't know how that works.
It's all about. The guy has a glass jaw.
You know, I intimidated him.
Yep.
So yeah, big things coming up. A couple interviews. We have hopefully we've got a bunch of YouTube videos up. How many do we have now?
60?
Jesus,
50?
That's crazy. So go check those out. We have the video podcast up now, so go check that out if you want to see us scrambling for drinks and Adam hitting the mic by accident sometimes.
I haven't done it today. Last time I did it was using a Powerade thing too, and I didn't.
That's true.
Also subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yep, we'll have some good stuff out there.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna next time we play hockey, I'll twitch it.
Which will probably be in about an hour.
I'll start twitching my long dark stuff if you guys are interested.
And you know, I don't know, 5-star reviews on iTunes, subscribe, Twitter, Gmail, whatever. If you have any questions that you want us to ask the Long Dark or the Console Wars guys, send them in.
Yeah,
you know how to reach us. If you don't, then I don't know.
8bit Bourbon at gmail.com.
God help you.
Just put Long Dark,
or Twitter, or whatever.
Console Wars, anything you want to ask.
Yeah, or Facebook.
Yeah, we'll gonna try to get your questions in.
Pigeon, mail, I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Show up at our house and ask us directly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Any of these things, they'll work.
And if you want to send somebody send us another cool book so we can get the author to...
yeah. Or just send us the author tied up like in a hostage situation.
Like in the movie Misery.
Oh, boy. Just kidding. Our two guests, we won't do that. I think that's it for this week. I can't wait to put this up. Fuck. I'm
you should just download the plugins on my fucking thing and just do it from here.
It's too late.
Okay.
That would take way longer.
Would it?
Yeah. Tonight it would. I'm Andy.
I'm Adam.
Or 8bit Bourbon.